Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Thursday, November the 7th, 2013. I'm Jim Fuller. In tonight's news, a former state senator has been indicted on theft and insurance fraud. Area organizations are getting ready for Monday's Veterans Day observance. Coffee County High School head football coach resigns, and Tullahoma and Shelbyville will clash Friday night in the first round of the high school football playoffs. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac knows trucks, and we're kicking off the season with the largest selection of the best trucks available. Check out the all-new 2014 GMC Sierra with a 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. It's wider and has more headroom than the F-150 and the Toyota Tundra, and right now it's up to $6,000 off. Or take home this 2014 Chevy Silverado, the truck that leads its class with up to 12,000 pounds towing capacity. So come see us today at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac.
Are you a shoeanista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bren's Shoe Boutique, located at the Village on Jackson, 1940 North Jackson Street, Suite 120 in Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bren's. A shoeanista herself, owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Rocket Dog, Jessica Simpson, Mia, Nine West, J. Renee, Bandolino, and more. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bren's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford at Bren's Shoe Boutique, now open in Tullahoma.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please, for the following public service announcement. He's back! The Watkins Man is back, bringing his world-famous Watkins products to 104 East Lauderdale Street in Tullahoma, where Richard and Stephanie Carpenter have opened the area's only Watkins store. Since 1886, Watkins has produced all-natural products, starting with the pain liniment and now including soaps, oils, creams, scrubs, royal jelly, beeswax, supplements dedicated to natural health and pain management, cover total external and internal body care. And don't forget the world-famous spices, extracts, teas, and cooking ingredients. With too many products to list, know that all Watkins products are 100% natural, using the highest quality ingredients obtainable. Always remember, with Watkins, when you buy the best, you use less.
Welcome back. Former State Senator Eric Stewart, who also ran an unsuccessful campaign against incumbent Congressman Scott Desjardins, has been indicted on theft and insurance fraud. Franklin County District Attorney Mike Taylor told WKRN News 2 in Nashville that Stewart, who formerly was in the insurance business, allegedly sold a workers' comp insurance policy to a local contractor and used the $750 premium he collected for his personal use. Stewart turned himself in to authorities on Tuesday night and posted a $5,000 bond. He is expected to be arraigned on November 15th. The City of Manchester is getting 2 new businesses in Tuesday night's Manchester Board of Mayor and Alderman meeting. Planning Commission member and Alderman Cheryl Swan said the Planning Commission is looking to pass a plot proposal for a Little Caesars Pizza to move to Manchester. The plans have not yet met the approval of the Planning Commission, but is expected to within the next few weeks. It was also announced that approval of all state permits for a new Hampton Inn proposal has come back, and that project is set to begin. The Hampton Inn will build off exit 110 in Manchester and is expected to be a 5-story facility located behind the old Crockett's building that a new Mexican restaurant will occupy. At the 11th hour on the 11th day of the 11th month of 2013, that's this Monday at 11 a.m., the City of Tullahoma will pause to honor American veterans and celebrate their contributions to our way of life. Mayor Lane Curley and the Tullahoma Board of Mayor and Aldermen invite veterans and the public to attend the Veterans Day ceremony to be held at the Tullahoma Events Center at 205 Northwest Atlantic Street. The doors will open at 10:30 a.m. Brigadier General John Nassif will be the featured speaker. General Nassif has had a distinguished career in the United States Air Force from 1963 to 1993, and he earned the Bronze Star for his service in Vietnam and the Legion of Merit for his work as the Deputy Chief of Staff in charge of financial management and comptroller at Headquarters Air Force Material Command at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. General Nassif said, quote, "Few have given more to our nation than the men and women who have served in our armed forces in peace and in war," end quote. After his military career, the general worked in the aerospace industry as a director and consultant. Other participants in the Veterans Day program will include Mayor Elaine Curley, Campbell Smoot, Ruby Luna, who is the regent of the Tullahoma chapter of Daughters of the American Revolution. Other groups taking part in the program include American Legion Post 43, VFW Post 4188, Marine Corps League Detachment Post 1128, and Boy Scout Troop 402. Patriotic music will be provided by select members of the Tullahoma High School Band, the Tullahoma High School Aristocats, and Lloyd Smith. Tullahoma American Legion will also be honoring veterans at their post home on Atlantic Street. That event will start at 3:30 p.m. on Monday. Manchester will hold its annual Veterans Day ceremonies at 11 a.m. Monday on the Courthouse Square. A petition effort started by Coffee County Democratic Party Vice Chairman David Clark to adopt a stop meth ordinance in Tullahoma is ramping up. Clark says that he will start to round them all up in just a few weeks, so anyone wanting to sign the petition can contact him at davidclarkdemocrat@gmail.com or visit Dameron's Restaurant in Tullahoma. The petition has been displayed at Dameron's and was returned to Clark completely full. Dameron's Restaurant, great food and doing the right thing for the community too, Clark said in an email to petition supporters. The effort to create an ordinance that would require ingredients of meth to become prescription only started in Winchester and has received statewide support from the DEA and TBI officials, pharmacy professionals, and various elected officials, including Tullahoma Republican State Representative Judd Matheny. The ordinance has already been enacted by some 15 Tennessee municipalities. Stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
On the train test range, the search for any possible weakness continues. It's hard to stop a train. Really hard. Train, the most reliable for a reason.
Hello, my name is Joe Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. I'm here to talk to you about a couple incentives that are going on between now and the end of the year. First is your federal tax credit up to $300. Secondly, 0% financing up to 15 months on XL products. Third, fall promotion up to $1,100. Finally, $500 incentives from your local power distributor. Please give us a call at 455-8757. Thank you.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Have you heard the news? The Russell Barnett Ford family has expanded to 2 separate locations. That's Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Russell Barnett Ford of Winchester. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That means 2 times the customer service and 2 times the inventory. So no matter where you're located, let the Russell Barnett Ford family make your next vehicle purchase a great one. 2 times the inventory, 2 times the customer service. That's the Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. Why buy anywhere else?
Welcome back. The annual Highway 41 toy convoy cruised into town, downtown Tullahoma on Sunday afternoon. John Gray was there to shoot this video.
All right, folks, this is the toy convoy and motorcycle rally and old car rally here in downtown Tullahoma. It's Katie Ishii and her 41A toy convoy group raising money for children's toys for Christmas time. Look at here, look at all these beautiful motorcycles down through here. Got old cars, new cars, big cars and little cars. Now look at those. That's a new thing to me, rusted down cars. That's pretty cool.
Russ never sleeps.
Russ never sleeps. Look at that.
Those are the first hot rods, the rat rod.
There you go.
Yeah.
Rat rides.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. That one's even got a rat coming out of the windshield. You can't beat that, can you? How you doing?
Filming all the cars?
Yeah, look at here. Here's one of my favorite people, the dislocated artist. You dislocated into downtown Tullahoma.
That's right. I'm a motorcycle.
Look here, Santa Claus is down here.
You be good.
Look at all this truck full of toys right here. Look at there. Talk about it, they got it down here. Downtown Tullahoma.
We've got a vape booth over here for any of y'all want to get off that nasty stinking cigarette. And we're going to be giving away some of those starter kits too later on. So y'all hang out, check out the vehicles, and we'll be right back.
Isn't this a sight?
These garlands are serving.
Big Orange fans right there. Take that one up to Knoxville and you be in style. There's Santa Claus right there. Look at all them little babies. Katie Claus, that's Katie Claus right there.
Wake up in the morning with the sunshine in your eyes and the smell of flowers blooming fills the air. Your mind is filled with the thoughts of a certain someone that you love. Your life is filled with joy when she is there. Sing along if you're listening. Love can make you happy if you find someone who cares to give a lifetime to you and who has a love to share.
And there's Willie's bus parked in downtown Tullahoma at the Toy Convoy. It's been a good day.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome to Merle Norman, located inside Northgate Mall in Tullahoma. Since 1931, Merle Norman Cosmetics have been researched, developed, manufactured, and packaged in the USA, using the highest quality ingredients and unmatched customer service to help women look and feel better about themselves.
Hi there, I'm Christy Elmacher, owner of Merle Norman. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about Merle Norman products. We have a large line of skincare and cosmetics for all skin types. Merle Norman's motto is try before you buy, so we'd love for you to come in, talk to us about your concerns, try the products, and we want you to feel good when you leave here, so we hope to see you soon.
Want to feel good in your skin? Visit Merle Norman in Northgate Mall, Tullahoma.
Welcome back. President Teddy Roosevelt visited Tullahoma last weekend to stop by Morning Point Assisted Living Center to talk to some of the residents there. Maybe he's thinking about running again. John Gray captured this delightful representation of that great man. Let's watch.
Mrs. Gray from the South Jackson Performing Arts Center is my hostess. You know Mrs. Gray. Please welcome her.
Hi, everybody.
Well, here in Tullahoma, you've recognized me. You've said hello, Teddy, and good afternoon, Mr. President, as they did at the country club for the Rotary meeting today. All of those greetings, historically accurate, stand in such stark contrast to my recent visit to Theodore Roosevelt High School in Los Angeles, California. The students there are the Rough Riders, and my pictures and quotations adorn each and every hallway and classroom. But when I arrived there, so attired with my top hat atop my head, one of the young students saw me, pointed at me, and told his friends, "Look, there's the Monopoly dude." Why, of course, if they knew their history as well as you, they would have known I was the anti-Monopoly dude, the great trust buster. Well, if I may, it's a wonder that I ever did become your 26th president, and that I'm associated with living the strenuous life that I preached. For you know your history. I'm the only president born in New York City, New York, and when I was growing up there as a small boy, I was a very weak and sickly child. I had asthma. My day, the treatment for asthma was worse than the disease. Can you imagine giving a small asthmatic boy a cigar to smoke? The idea was that coffee would stimulate my breathing. I was given bitter black coffee to drink, again as a stimulant, and I was given ipecac syrup to drink. And I know amongst this generation, by your groans and grimaces, you know ipecac syrup. The school children know it no longer. I have to explain to them that ipecac syrup is something that you drink in order to see your lunch. Twice. When I was your president, at 5'8" and 220 solid pounds, as I stand before you today, I was but a mere feather of a man. Compared to my successor, William Howard Taft, at times President Taft tipped the scales at over 350 pounds. When I was your president and Taft, our governor in the Philippines, we had word that Taft was in ill health with fever, perhaps near death. My Secretary of War, Elihu Root, came to the Philippines inquiring as to Taft's health, and thankfully Taft cabled back, "Health fine. Rode horse 20 miles this morning." Root cabled back, "How's the horse?" So I told the press early in 1912 that I was stripped to the waist, healthy as a bull moose, and that my hat was in the ring. The first time that phrase from pugilism was used to declare a candidacy. Out across the country I campaigned, and eventually President Taft, he campaigning as the Republican standard bearer, he was going to be introduced to a friendly Republican audience in New York City, and his host was the famous Republican senator and wit Chauncey Depew. Senator Depew, before introducing the president, had some fun at the president's expense. He patted President Taft on the president's enormous tummy, and he inquired of the president, he said, "Mr. President, is it a boy or a girl?" President Taft responded, he said, "If it's a boy, I will name him Virtue. If it's a girl, I will call her Integrity. If, however, it's simply hot air and gas, I will call it Chauncey Depew."
The Coffee County Humane Society's featured pets this week are Faye and Ray. They are twin corgi mixes. They have always been together and need to share a new home. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. Hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, and the shelter's phone number is 723-2711 or 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society by sending it to Post Office Box 252, Manchester 37349, and their website is www.coffeehumane.org. And the pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is a Spitz mix named Fancy. Fancy entered the shelter as a stray. She's approximately 10 years old. Fancy is good with other dogs and children. She's had some vaccinations and weighs about 15 pounds. She will receive a free spay provided by the Tullahoma Animal Shelter. Microchip identification is available to all dogs adopted for a $15 or greater donation to the shelter. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. State law also requires a $35 deposit refundable upon proof that the adopted pet has been neutered or spayed. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more news right after this.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Monteagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
Welcome back. Coffee County Red Raider head football coach Lee Davis resigned on Monday after 3 seasons at the school. It had been a tough year for the Red Raiders, who were 0-10 on the year and lost to Tullahoma in the annual Coffee Pot game last Friday by a score of 12-9. The Red Raiders led for much of that game before Tullahoma scored a touchdown late in the fourth quarter to get the win. Coach Davis was gracious in his resignation, thanking the school and the community for the opportunity to coach at Coffee County High School. He also wished the athletes, the coaching staff, and the school the best of luck in the future. Coach Davis will continue to teach at Coffee County High School at least until the end of the school year. The Tullahoma Wildcats and the Shelbyville Golden Eagles will meet in the first round of the high school playoffs Friday night in Shelbyville. I spoke with Shelbyville head coach Jason Hardy about the matchup.
Good draw as far as getting a home playoff game. Tough draw getting a district opponent. And, those first round matchups, everybody, no matter what you are, we've come in at 5-5 or 6-4 before in playoffs, and it doesn't matter really what your records are because they're all thrown out the window and everybody's on an even playing field. And we had one loss in the district this year, and it was to Tullahoma, and it could be good or bad. The good news is you'd think our kids wouldn't take much motivation. Hopefully they're going to be up and ready to play, and I hope we'll have a good crowd. But anytime you play a district opponent, I think in the first round of the playoffs, you know each other so well that it's really tough.
Yeah, because you've already played them before, and when you and Tullahoma played before, it was 36-33. So it was a very close game, and it was decided in the last few minutes of the game, I believe.
It was, and that was one of the games that you sit back afterwards and say, well, this would have happened and that would have happened, and the only thing about it being a matchup, it was earlier in the season, so obviously we're a different team, and Tullahoma's a different team, and so. We're going to have to go back and really game plan each other because 6-7 weeks went by, you're not playing the same team. But great rival between Tullahoma and Shelbyville. They're border towns, and Coach Olive and his staff will have that team ready, and we've got our hands full.
Okay, and probably it's going to be a big fan favorite too as well because it's not very far away from home for Tullahoma, and fans from both sides I'm sure are going to be excited about that.
Well, I hope so. I hope there's a big crowd from obviously Shelbyville, but I hope Tullahoma brings a great crowd, and one thing you can say about high school playoffs is that it's a great atmosphere, and we want a great atmosphere there at Shelbyville Friday night. And I hope everybody comes out and supports both these teams. These kids work hard, and whoever you're rooting for, they've put a lot of time and effort in, and it's win or go home time now. So it's just really exciting.
I'd have to think your team is probably about where you'd like it to be right now, though, because you've improved immensely on defense and are playing lights out on defense and scoring a lot of points as well, and your team is healthy. That's probably where you'd like to be right now. Yeah,
I couldn't probably script it any better as far as we're playing as good as we did all year at the right time, and hopefully that pattern keeps on going. There's all kinds of scenarios when you come into the end of the year, and being healthy, number one, is huge, and number two, playing good solid football. And I think this game that we've shown right here is our kids, a lot of little things like staying at home on defense and covering kicks and those type of things, that goes a long way. And I'm very, very happy with where we are, and hopefully we can keep it up going into this playoff season.
We'll be right back in a moment with your weather forecast right after these messages.
If you're looking for fuel, food, or fun, don't forget the Dameron Brothers stores. The Short Stop has fuel, food, and beverages. The Breeze Inn Market has party supplies, beverages, and the area's best selection of premium cigars. The Liquor Locker carries all of your favorite brands of wines and spirits. So for all your party needs, Jeff and Jay say, come on by, and thank you for the support of our businesses.
Last month's sales were so good, I need cars now to restock my lot. I'm Keith Barnett at Russell Barnett Kia, and I've come up with a plan. It's my car bazaar. Whether you owe $1,000 or several thousand on that car that you hate, this car bazaar is here to help you out. Do you have a job and $149? My For the People credit approval process is here to help you out. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Hurry in before the car bazaar ends. I'm Keith Barnett, and I'm the dealer for the people.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors, and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Cove Lake, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Martin Weakley, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, Rugby in the Big South Fork, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 2005 at 79 degrees. Record low was in 1993 at 24 degrees. The average high on this day is 64 and the average low is 40. Tonight, look for partly cloudy weather with a low of around 34. Mostly sunny weather in your forecast for Friday with a high of 59 and a low of 37. Partly cloudy weather expected for Saturday with a high of 64 and a low of 42. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.